What is up, everyone? Haha, it is your boy, the Comic Outlaw, and as you could tell by the hat, we're playing another fun game of mixtape madness. Yes, sir. It's been a while since your boy brought one to you, so let me re explain the rules. Back in the day, there was a thing called a cassette. A cassette held about 12, 13 songs, depending on who, what, where, how long. And today, we will be covering Bon Jovi. And yes, this would be the order that I would do it in a mixtape. How it would flow as you were listening to it, because back in the day, you couldn't just skip. Rewind took a while, so you actually were more invested to actually listen to every freaking song. Because back in the day, they were actually good albums, not just good singles. I'll think about that for a minute. But anyways, Bon Jovi started out 80s. He's had a great career since then, multi-platinum album after multi-platinum album, and this is just a few songs that I cherry picked, and I'm also including his solo album that he made in Young Guns too, because I just love it, and I don't give a damn. It's my playlist. So here we go with our mixtape madness. The first one is Runaway. Runaway was their first breakout single. She's my little runaway, daddy's little girl. Highly recommend it. Has a fast pace to it. Kind of sets you off for what you should be expecting for Bon Jovi, especially early Bon Jovi, where it had a little more speed to it. They did slow down. They got fast again. It's just their style is what they do. So now, of course, the next one, if you've ever heard of Bon Jovi, this is probably one of the main ones. It's called Want It. Dead or alive, You've probably heard it somewhere. I'm a cowboy on a steel horse I ride. Wonderful lyrics. It gives you that sense of being there. And if you've ever been on the road and you travel, and believe me, your boy travels from multiverse to multiverse, you get that feeling of burnt out. You get that feeling that you're an outlaw, going from place to place, doing what you need to do in order to survive, whether it's making music or just stealing that buck to stay alive, if you know what I'm saying. Great song. Now, we have a few other ones on our list, and this is one that I really do like. It's a Blaze of Glory. Yes, Blaze of Glory. Like I said, I'm including the Young Guns track. Great song. Very well written. It's like a wonderful old western poem, sort of, and it has a mix of 80s rock and the old west style. So it really does a great job in like including both. So I love this song, and I think it'll flow really well as song number 3. Now, we're going to be going a little faster. We're going to pick it up a little bit. Bad Medicine. Your love is like bad medicine. Yes, that song is fast. It's good. And it gives love a different tinge, if you know what I'm saying. It brings that, most people say that love is the cure, but this is that bad medicine. It just drives you insane in the membrane, if you know what I'm saying. Let's see. And after that, we're going to be doing It's My Life. I love this song. I loved it when it came out. It has a nice beat to it, and it's just telling you, you're not going to live forever, so you might as well live and do what you want to do now, in this moment, in this setting, because you only have so much time. You only have so many seconds. So don't try to live the last moments of your life doing something great. Do something now. Alright, next on our happy little list, Live It on a Prayer. Now, I was torn on this one. I'm gonna go with the remix. The slower version. I just love it. There's 2 versions of it, a faster one, a slower one. I love the slower one. Really, really cool. Both versions are awesome. Worth checking out. And as we move down our little list here, we have Raise Your Hands. Raise Your Hands from the Slippery When Wet album. I actually first heard this song, as weird as it sounds, Raise Your Hands, from the Spaceball soundtrack, okay? And if you don't know what Spaceballs is, I highly recommend that you watch that movie. It's a great parody. Mel Brooks. It's a great Star Wars parody. It had John Candy in it. Bill Pullman, he was the president from the first Independence Day movie and the debacle that is part 2. And it's a great way to introduce a character. It has that beat to it, and there's nothing like John Candy being John Candy, dancing around doing his thing as Barf. when that song gives him a fat ass intro. Oh man, it makes me want to see Spaceballs right now. Next one on is Billy Get Your Guns. Pulling again from the Young Guns 2 soundtrack, but like I said, it's my list. Great song. It gives you an idea of what it is to be an outlaw, you know, that you always got to have your gun set. It's one of those songs I used to like walking to, chilling to, you know, and I always felt that I had a bit of that kind of outlaw persona, if you know what I'm saying. And I know how it feels to jump from place to place and have to get your gun and get ready and have a little fun to settle the score, if you know what I mean. But of course, I hear you saying you want a little more. So let me give you another little taste here. After that, I would have to say Have a Nice Day. Have a Nice Day is another one of those like songs where it's talking about that you have to be you. You know, be yourself, and if no one else cares, just tell them to have a nice day. Because in the end, you only make yourself happy. So be you. The only freedom that you have in this world is your existence, your what they would call a soul, your own independence, who and what you are. Don't give that up for anything. Be yourself. Be you. Be independent. Do something crazy. But be yourself and just tell them to have a nice day. You know what I'm saying? The Penguin said the best revenge is living well. Bon Jovi sure knows how to take that advice. Believe me. Now let's see. We're gonna. Wow. You give love a bad name. Oh man, it just Bon Jovi has these great ways of just describing love. You know, he's talking about a woman, you know, that he loves and loves and loves, but she's just poison in his veins. You know, and she just gives love that bad name. You know. She just disgraces the game, you know, but he still wants to be with her all the same. It's funny how things get rearranged, huh? And next on our magic little list here is Keep the Faith. Now, this has, the lyrics are possibly some of the best, you know, Father, Father, I'm laying down my guns. It gives you that idea of just that old, retired, kind of burnt out feeling, you know, like that you want something more. You still want to keep the faith inside of yourself. Great song. And like I said, if you don't know what I'm talking about and you don't know these songs, I highly recommend buying Bon Jovi's Greatest Hits and a bunch of other CDs and checking them out. It's worth every penny. And let's see. Now, after Keep the Faith is This Ain't a Love Song. This is a slow song. It's sort of tragic, but it's great how I love how Bon Jovi takes love songs and just kind of turns them around. It gives you that sad, sort of sorrowful thing, but he makes it more like my heart hurts, or this is poison, or this is bad for me, you know. And it gives you that idea that like this ain't a love song, this is pain for my heart. Great song, I recommend it. And of course, to close it all out, Someday I'll Be Saturday Night. Oh man, I thought that'd be a great way to close it out. Hey man, I'm alive. You know, I'm feeling like a Monday, but someday I'll be the Saturday night. Anybody who's lived through the struggle, you hear that song, you'll understand what it means, you know, to find that place in the streets where you're trying to belong. And, you know, that's our top 13 songs, I gotta say, from Bon Jovi. I mean, it's been great. Been great in the 80s, 90s, millennium, even now. Like I said, you don't know who he is, start out with the greatest hits. I'd recommend Crossroads and build your library from there. And as always, this is the Comic Outlaw giving you another mixtape madness. And as always, your boy will catch you on the flip side. Yeah.